By 2001, the U.S. Office of Naval Intelligence (ONI) had revised its assessment of the Chinese advanced fighter. This new estimate revised the in-service date to 2010. Both Chinese fighter companies Chengdu and Shenyang were thought to be working on advanced combat aircraft concepts. It was believed that the XXJ would have a canard configuration and be equipped with twin-thrust vectoring engines. The design seemed influenced by Sukhoi's advanced concepts, such as the Su-37 and forward-swept wing S-37 Berkut. Shenyang had a link with the Russian manufacturer dating from the early 1990s. Combining a foreplane, a tailplane and thrust vectoring would enhance maneuverability. Engines were expected to be a version of the Wopen WP-15 in the 26,000 pounds thrust, 115 kN class. The fighter was expected to have a 20,000 kilograms, 44,000 pounds empty weight and incorporate a fly-by-wire control system similar to that developed by Shenyang and tested in the J-8 IIACT program. By 2002, there were further reports that China was developing a new stealthy fighter jet aircraft, and many of the design concepts and components had already been created. This is the first Eastern rival to the West's F-A-22 Raptor and F-35 Joint Strike Fighter to go into development. At this time, the Russian Sukhoi company, which had developed close ties with Shenyang over the licensed co-production of its Su-27 SK fighter as J-11, was reported working with Shenyang in developing the next-generation fighter technology and subsystems. Although Russia had not yet developed an operational stealth fighter, the J-12 project may benefit from its technologies in two areas: thrust vectoring engine and stealth design. China may also seek potential partners from Russia, Israel and Europe to co-develop avionics and weapon suites for its fourth-generation fighter aircraft. By late 2002, the Shenyang Aircraft Company was reported to have been selected to head research and development of a new heavyweight fighter for China's People's Liberation Army Air Force. Development of the engines and weapon subsystems for the fourth-generation fighter had been underway for some time, with a number of design concepts having been created. These included twin-engine aircraft sharing some design traits with Lockheed Martin's stealthy F-A-22 multi-role fighter, such as the internal carriage of its weapon systems. The Chinese designs retain a more conventional wing, however, and use a single vertical tail fin. The Shenyang proposal was for a twin-engine, single-seat 15-ton class heavy fighter, similar to the US F-22 Raptor, but featuring canards. At least 4 different configurations were evaluated before the definitive new 93 layout was arrived at. Stealth technology was said to be a prominent design feature, with an RCS of about 0.5 square meters being mentioned. Thrust vectoring technology was said to make the aircraft more agile than the Su-27 in a powerplant with greater than 8,000 kilograms thrust. Considering China's records in combat aircraft development, such a project may prove challenging. It will involve technology advancement in a number of fields including materials, high-performance aviation engine, electronics, flight control software, and stealth technologies. A project of this scale will also require a huge amount of investment and considerable knowledge of complex project and manufacturing management. Brigadier Govinda M. Nair wrote in 2005 that a stealth fighter, XXJ, equivalent to the US F-22, is likely to be inducted by 2015. According to the PLA's deputy commander He Weirong, the Chinese fifth-generation fighter was expected to be in service with the PLAF by 2017 to 2019. A 2006 article in Military Technology referred to 3 designs, Shenyang J-12 and Shenyang J-14, by 601 Institute Shenyang Aircraft Corporation and Chengdu J-13 by 611 Institute Chengdu Aircraft Corporation. The report in Military Technology featured a picture of a completely different design, speculatively dubbed J-14 and said to be a Shenyang project, with the designations J-12 and J-13 being applied to, possibly competing, designs by Shenyang and Chengdu respectively. Shenyang Airplane Corporation is in charge of the large twin-engine J-8 fighters in service with the PLAF, People's Liberation Army Air Force, as well as of licensed production of the Su-27SK, under the local designation of J-11. The other study group is the 611 Institute from Chengdu Airplane Corporation. By January 2007, Shenyang Aircraft Corporation and Chengdu Aircraft Industry, China's two major fighter aircraft enterprises, were both reportedly working on advanced fighter designs, slated to enter the PLAF service as soon as 2015. Chengdu was focused on an enlarged twin-engine fourth-generation stealthy version of the J-10 fighter, possibly designated J-13. Shenyang was said to be focused on an entirely new fifth-generation F-22 class stealth fighter, possibly designated the J-12. Both projects were believed to have benefited from Russian technologies. Since 2008, the People's Republic of China has worked to design and manufacture fifth-generation jet plane design concepts, both for its own use and to sell on a global scale. The Chengdu Aircraft Industry Group, J-20, and the Shenyang Aircraft Corporation, J-31, are subsidiaries of the state-owned Aviation Industry Corporation of China. These two companies have been working on the designs of the super jets. China is developing its J-14 heavy fifth-generation fighter jet 19.8 meters long and 3.6 meters high, with a wingspan of 15.2 meters and a maximum takeoff weight of 31,000 kilograms. It will be the largest fighter jets. The weapons it carries will also be of top performance and greatest load. It will be armed with 2 to 8 air-to-air missiles, 4 to 6 air-to-surface missiles, one 30mm gun and a few bombs. It can thus be regarded as a fighter bomber. It adopts the technology of carrying weapons densely inside, so as to reduce radar cross-section. That also reduces air friction to enhance its maneuverability and speed. J-14 mainly carries its weapons in 3 cabins. Its 2 smaller side cabins are relatively small and can hold 1 short-range air-to-air missile each, while that cabin in the middle with 2 doors can carry 4 medium-range air-to-air missiles. When there is no need for top stealth performance, it can carry additional weapons or auxiliary fuel tanks under its wings. As J-14's fuselage is made of synthetic materials containing 36% carbon fiber and little steel and aluminum alloy, and as it uses lots of titanium alloy and synthetic materials, it has better stealth performance and is better heat resistant, lighter and stronger in structure. China's newest heavy J-14 fifth-generation fighter will dominate the sky as it is better than US F-22.